What's up, guys? Welcome to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews. My name is Aaron, and today we're going to be talking about the new album Harmony and Absolution by the band Monument of a Memory. For those of you who don't know who this band is, and I'm sure that almost nobody does because this is their debut album, they are a metalcore band from New Jersey. They started around 2015 and they popped up on my New Music Friday radar. I gave their single a listen and I was very much intrigued, so I decided to check out the whole album, and I was moved enough to do a full review on it. The album opens up with the song Atrophy, which starts out with some clean vocals and a guitar that evolves into a super technical guitar passage with blast beats. The verses are fiery and the chorus has a decent sound to it, but doesn't go beyond anything that's I would consider to be modern metalcore. The breakdown is about the same. I would say that the music, like the instrumentation in the song, is definitely the star. And then it goes into the song Panic and Persuasion. It comes in pretty aggressive with a driving riff and distorted vocals. I love that the distorted vocals stick all the way through the chorus. The music is super heavy as well, and it fits the guttural growls. The breakdown has some bass drops that sounds kind of unique. It wasn't that expected, but sounds great. The song really comes alive though when the tempo slows down during the breakdown just before we get to the outro. Seeking Somewhere is one of the singles that was released. It starts out like a slow song, but then it becomes pretty groovy just for a second though. The verse is very drum and vocal forward. There's a synth beat that kind of amps up the second verse a little bit and redeems the song a little. This song is still not really that much of a favorite. I think that the main takeaway, again, much like Atrophy, is the music. The vocals were just kind of okay. The songwriting was just kind of all right. But again, the music, especially the drums, is just absolutely amazing. The song Black Gold has this almost like Middle Eastern melody thing in the intro, but it gets super chunky and squealy. The main riff is groovy as hell, and the chorus amps energy up by bringing up a little bit more of the vocal presence. The bridge brings that Middle Eastern kind of vibe back via synth. Just in time for a very quick guitar solo. I would be willing to say I don't know if it's the heaviest song on the album, but it's pretty dang close. And in contrast to it, we have the song Distilling Spirit. It's got like this acoustic ballady kind of thing with some echoey vocals. The lyrics are actually, dare I say, kind of good. I'm not really into acoustic songs and metalcore albums. I don't know. It just comes off kind of cheesy and a little try hard. The overall sound is very good though. And like I said, it's kind of weird just because it's a metalcore band. I didn't feel like overly melodramatic with the song. I didn't feel like they were trying to push anything that the album wasn't going for anyways. It just, I don't know. I don't know if it fit the whole metalcore vibe of the rest of the album, but it wasn't the worst acoustic interruption thing I've ever heard. We go right back into the heat and the aggression though with the song Rat. The vocals are pretty intense in this song. It fits the rhythm and the music extremely well. The chorus is kind of silly, especially for the lyrics, for like how heavy this song is, and the verses, I don't know. The vocal delivery was also kind of weird too. The breakdown is sick and has a great tempo. I feel like the choruses would have been better if the vocals weren't completely clean, or if they were completely clean. It seems like they're trying to compete at the same level as the distortive vocals, and they just kind of stuck out a little bit more instead of blending into the rest of the song. But then we have the song Endless Winter, which the drums and the vocals play off of each other fantastically well, and the riff just blazes right along underneath them. The clean vocals in the chorus in Endless Winter, they don't sound as awkward as in the song Rats. It kind of like drops down in the mood, and it kind of fits the melody a little bit better. It gets a little bit sadder sounding. I feel like it found its place within this song just a lot more all around by trying not to compete with the distorted vocals, it seems like. And the bridge in this song is just absolutely nasty. It's got tons of squeals in it too. The song Victorious When the Devil Failed is another one of those songs that's like questionably the heaviest song on the album. It's got blast beats that just plow away you in the verses, along with super low aggressive vocals and a sick riff. The chorus slows down just for a second before it jumps right back into the heat of things with verse 2. The melodic chords in the chorus add so much depth to this song, and it doesn't really prepare you for the breakdown that's coming, that really just shows how heavy and brutal this band can get. The song Misdirection has lots of stuff going on, especially in the intro. The verses have good energy, and the vocals have a lot of varieties, going really high growls to super low stuff. The chorus is good energy while introducing clean vocals with a really good hook, but the distorted vocals and the verses are where it's at. They're just pushed so hard and they work so well with the music. The guitar melodies that kind of pop up here and there, they sounded really good. They're very technical, but I don't know, they just didn't really sit all that well with me in this song. It just seemed like something else could have been done. Maybe a slower melody. I don't know. Just these blazing fast kind of shred things. I don't know. It just wasn't working too well for me in this song. In the closing tracks, Shadow Walker starts off aggressively with heavy triplets. It drops down for just a second before coming right back at you. There's like this haunting melody that plays throughout the song, and it comes through a lot in the chorus. It sounds absolutely beautiful. The breakdown is pretty chill comparatively to like the other songs on the album. This song does seem to be a little bit more emotional focused instead of just being as heavy as aggressive as they can. There's like an emotional side of this while they still bring all the anger out of it. It's an excellent closer to this album. It's the 10th song, so it is a short album, but minute-wise, it does last quite a while. It might seem like I did a lot of complaining about this album and not as much praise or about equals, but to be completely honest, I absolutely love this album. The distorted vocals are perfect, the riffs absolutely bring it, and while the melodies might be, I don't know, a bit much, I'd say they're kind of like Born of Osiris inspired. The drum work is top tier, and while the lyrics can be a little cheesy at times, they still work within the songs pretty well. The riffs feel very unique and dynamic, and I would say that the vocals have like this bleed from within kind of vibe to them, which I absolutely love. The only things I don't really like about this album is they tend to use the same tricks over and over again, as in like in the main riff, sometimes there's pinch harmonics that I feel like are used quite a bit. The choruses are definitely the weak points in this album. Mainly, honestly, in probably like 2 or 3 songs, if I'm going to be completely honest, when they use clean vocals and they don't really change the delivery. Like I said, it seems like they're kind of competing sometimes with the distorted vocals, and they just can't really do it. I feel like they should actually be the more like chill, mellow part of the album, but they still try to bring the heat with the clean vocals. It just wasn't really working too much for me. It's like they're trying to carry the same weight in the song, and it just wasn't really there. I feel like if they just made a slight adjustment here and there, it would have made it a little bit better, but honestly, it wasn't absolutely terrible. So with all that said, I gotta give Harmony and Absolution by Monument of a Memory a 7.3 out of 10. But I want to know what you guys think. Obviously, this is a new band. It's their first album that they've ever released, so I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't listened to it yet. So go ahead and give it a listen, or at least a couple of these songs that I mentioned, and let me know below what you thought and what you would rate it and what your favorite song is while you're down there. Also, let me know what I should review next. If you enjoy this review, don't forget to give it a like. If you want to help support me and my channel, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon. Doing any of these things helps me out tremendously. Even if you hate my opinion and you hate this band, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me talk about them. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.
I was trying to keep me lying down. My parents said to save me. Years gone by.